Alright, hello everyone. I am Feather Monster, and we are here today for a Week 2 match for NSL Season 4. It'll be OMNOM versus TAW today. Well, this morning or whatever time it happens to be for, uh, your current position on the globe. Anyway, let's see here. Looks like, since it is a Week 2 match, we are going to be playing on Descent, and I believe the other one's Biodome, isn't it? I believe it's Biodome. Let me alt tab real quick, take a look. Or no, week 2. Sorry, I'm thinking week 3 for some reason. Uh, it's Descent and Veil. Yeah, I think both my team and TAW both played week 3 before week 2, so it's a little bit it's scrambled things a little bit mentally for me. Anyway, we're obviously starting on Descent, and let's see here. Obvious as always. Uh, Hopefully my bird will not be particularly loud today. Looks like I think we have everybody pretty much on the server at the moment. So it looks like Ta may have a Merc there, a Sedox, along with their usual roster of Mephiles, DC Darkling, T10, Evil TK, and Neocan. And Ta is obviously starting Alien, and over on Marines we have Omnom, which is we've got Porn Q, Inmate, Blaine, Skite, Banewish, and I don't remember what his name was before he changed it. I'm getting instant messages, so I will mute that. There we go. No more beeps. Anyway. I'm just hoping that nothing else crazy happened, with freaking Twitch since I was having issues yesterday, but I think it should be good to go this time, so hopefully this will be starting up soon. I also apologize if I start like coughing or something, or I start sounding weird in the middle of the cast. I apparently forgot that they were turning off the water here to do plumbing maintenance, so I don't have a glass of water, which is just terrible. So hopefully I don't end up sounding too weird by the end of it. What's really going on here? Getting messages as well. Anyway, this should be going live soon, so double checking to make sure it actually is going to do stuff. Yeah, okay. It's green, we're all good to go. What's going on here? I think we're... What's going on here? What's going on? Something is going on. Something is going on, and I don't know what. I guess somebody might be having... like, I don't know, connection issues or something? I don't know, that or I'm misreading it. Either way. Tried a few, same problem. Yeah, I guess somebody is having connection issues. Ah, yeah, there we go. I scrolled up enough. I guess one guy is having issues. Yeah, with the file match thingy gadget. Well, that's always annoying, but hopefully they will be able to sort that out soon, or sort out a different thing. Or yeah, clear cache, whatever. But of course, this is NS2. We can't have things starting on time. That would be, reasonable. So we'll see if after a reboot, maybe clearing his cache slash files slash whatever will be fixed soon. Reinstalling Windows. Okay, who is that? That one guy keeps changing his name. Okay, it's one hit. That's who the other guy was. Anyway, hopefully the last TAW guy will be able to connect very soon and we can get this rolling. Yeah, yesterday, what was it? Um, oh gosh. Looks like we got one ready up going. But yeah, there was just an issue with that past weekend. Twitch was having issues with I'm guessing their authentication. And so I tried changing my stream key and forgot to change it on my delayed broadcast one since I have two different settings so I don't mess it up. So that was part of the reason it didn't say, oh, your stream key is wrong, quit being stupid. It would be like something about video drivers. And by the way, you fail. Here's four different errors. And then when you click this one, everything just disappears. So that's fixed now. I don't know whether that would be something to, I guess, post on the OBS forums and say like, hey guys, you should like make this not dumb. I think inmates getting bored. Or at least that would be one reason to randomly type kill in console. We'll see how this all goes though. It means turn off your cheats. But yeah, if you guys haven't seen, there's up in the last couple days, there's been a few new things posted on the NSL forums and the regular NS2 forums. Some of them, what is it? One of which is, oh, I forget. I think it's KMG from T6 is trying to make a mod of Descent, which should remove some of the like the base rush fence, like this one right here. You know, this one right here, the one over here, he modified so that it doesn't like dump you right into monorail. And I think there's a couple other little changes like that too to just sort of make it so it isn't quite so base rushy and you don't have to worry about, quite as much about camping in base. And I'm pretty sure he wants some feedback, so if if you hate this map or something, you think that fixing the vents would make it less obnoxious, go check out his thread. As I said, I think he has a post on the ENSL forums and also the normal NS2 forums. Give him some feedback, tell him if there's anything else stupid like that that needs to be changed or fixed. Um, let's see, of course, there's also been additional changes proposed to the balance mod, which are fairly significant, not just the little like number adjustments that were made for the current competitive mod, but like, you know, adding skills, totally rearranging biomass stuff. Just, it's kind of crazy looking. It's a lot of changes, and it'd make competitive stuff altogether considerably different than the standard stuff. So, of course, if you are into that whole thing, you should go take a look, give your opinions. The more people that obviously give their comments, the better, because then hopefully the community as a whole can become the hive mind and, come up with a reasonable set of changes that pretty much everyone can agree on will make the game better, more fair, etc. And just basically, end up with something that everybody can be happy with. Yeah, okay, not everyone. There's always going to be somebody who complains, even if the game is, functionally perfect, 110% balanced. There's still going to be somebody who's going to, like, I don't know, they'll find something stupid to complain about. So they get their last guy there. Yeah, Cellar Phantom is the last one on, so we can finally get this going here. And obviously, I think also 15-minute strats discussion. Yeah. I think I'll go over it between the rounds. Hopefully these guys will just get started soon. We'll see whether or not they will, or if they really are going to take 15 minutes to discuss strats, because that would be silly. Anyway, okay, whatever, since they are taking a little bit longer. Um, I do know that on Ren's channel, I think on the hour, he'll be casting a game. I forget which. I see he's in my chat at the moment, so if he actually has the thing running, he can tell you which one it is because, you know, I can't remember off the top of my head. I think it's who is it? Is it 2 hours later versus Radical? It might be. I'm not sure. It's Div 2, and it was one that I was contemplating getting, but he snagged it while I was eating or something. Oh, well, we'll see. I'm assuming that if he does have the thing unmuted and all that jazz, he'll be able to confirm or deny what I'm remembering here. Also curious here to see how TAW will be doing since I have casted their other two previous games. Hopefully they've had time to go back and look over their the previous casts and figure out if there's anything that was like blatantly obvious to do or not do, and hopefully um, make it so that what's it? Make it so that they can get around out of this, because though it didn't look like last night's game was particularly going to go in their favor, just because, well, they were playing against Mister, who had, I think, 3-1 HBZ, who had 4-0 TAW, but now since they're playing against OMNOM, who I think was 3-1 by Mister, I think. So this should be a closer game theoretically, unless OMNOM just had a really terrible day that day. The really telling one would be if HBZ versus OMNOM had, or I think that would be the right combination. Again, I don't have the thing up at the moment, so I can't double check. But it's whatever OMNOM's week 3 game was. If that actually happened, then that would be really telling for how this would go for them. Of course, as always, I'm always hoping for 2-2, because that, of course, means that there are probably either very balanced skill-wise or very smart play. And here we go. We actually finally got the final ready up, so we're going to be starting in like 2 seconds here. And here we go. We started pretty much the same as pregame with OMNOM down in Drone Bay, and up here in Fabrication, we've got TAW, who are going, it looks like everybody going down the right side of the map. Meanwhile, down for OMNOM, we got 2 going towards Observation and 2 going towards Gravity, with 1 guy staying behind to build. Like we got Mephiles and Cellar moving down. Oh no, they're all still kind of moving together, just slightly differently, with everybody ending up in Hydro. 2 on each of the Marines Naturals, just building up the RTs, and it'll be interesting to see where they go from there. Newken's gonna go move forward and probably scout out what's going on. He's just hanging out there in the little South Corridor E area. Looks like he'll maybe run into one hit or Parasite at least. They got mines already going on for OMNOM. Didn't get any damage there. No Parasite either. Ah, just bounced right off the box there. Still no luck. They have mines up in base. Stellar Phantom creeping along. However, Skite and Banewish are over in mono already, getting the RTs up. There isn't much pressure going on from the aliens at this point. DC Darkling is up his gorge. He looks like got a tunnel up there in Hydro. He'll be going back to fabrication to drop the other end of the tunnel probably. Yeah, he's almost there now. We've got Banewish and Skite moving into energy. And since there isn't an RT yet in there isn't really much for them to kill, so they'll probably just keep going on to base. But with that tunnel, should be up very soon. Yep, it is up. So looks like the Skulks though back in Hydro left or died, and only Stellar Phantom's the only one up. He's down all the way down there in gravity though, so the spawners are the ones who are gonna have to take care of Skite and Banewish, and Evil TK coming out of the hive to come help clear them. But possibly picking the wrong target there. Skite should have been the one to prioritize. They're just going to go and desist the main harvester and hang way back at the back point of the room, while Porn Q also comes in from the plaza side of things. Obviously, that is not a very friendly hallway, and though there's the windows on either side, if they move far enough back in the room, it's a little shooting gallery for the Marines. Looks like T10 is going to go after Skite. Maybe get Banewish down? Possibly? No, not quite. Always not a good thing when you start losing your base harvester, but with only the two Marines there, and looks like a third coming up through Plaza, which will probably come up to join them. Okay, they did finally clear the Marines, so they better get the heck out of base and see about getting some res pressure, because obviously with 5 RTs for OMNOM, that isn't exactly the best scenario for TAW. There is inmate there in Hydro who's poking at the tunnel, but he gets wiped by Cellar, T10, and Neoken, who came through the tunnel, and they're going to move on. And it looks like Weapons 1 is partially researched now. Mephiles is going to move forward and take out the RT there in OBS. Got a little bit of, got some mines going down there in the hallway, putting some fairly offensive mines there in the hallway. Just to be annoying, hopefully in places where they wouldn't normally be expected. Got the RT also in Monorail going down, but the one in Plaza is up. We got three pushing towards Hydro, but they are kind of separated. But with only Stellar Phantom being the only one there and a whip, that's the 2 Marines there are going to be plenty to cause trouble. Do have DC Darkling coming through to try and help and possibly heal up the whip. But with 2 Marines at a reasonable distance there, it's probably not going to go particularly well. They'll maybe need another Skulk or some such to help clear that. Looks like OMNOM is recapping mono and has either recapped or saved OBS already. Gravity is down, and looks like launch is going down now as well. It's like 2 Skulks now versus the 3 Marines, and they aren't really picky. They aren't really, I don't think, doing a great job at calling targets. And it looks like DC Darkling, yeah, he is going to go down there, and the tunnel is down, so they are going to lose the Hydro RT. So they're really just going to have to get on res and just clear everything along the sides of the map, and hopefully pull OMNOM back to recap rather than just having looks like just OMNOM or one hit recapping at the moment. I would be surprised though if that group of 4 continues on to go pressure the hive again. It looks like Cellar just got taken out by the mine there in mono. Do have a lurk up there from Mephiles. He's going to go over there and support what is now a failed push into a failed defense of Plaza. He's going to go over there, get a bite on Banewish, and wait for Cellar to catch up. Hopefully they're able to pick the same target here. I guess Mephiles is going back to... Or no, not going to play with those 2. He's going to go fight the 2 over here in energy, along with Evil TK and T10. Inmate is almost down. All he needs is just spike him. Okay, T10 got him. Okay, now that with that cleared, hopefully the Skulks will be able to go through and clear some more res. Got Stellar Phantom hiding up there at the top of the escalator. Just hanging out. With Banewish and Porn Q moving back towards Hydro again. Got the RT down in mono going down as well, and just the one in there in energy is just desisted and will maybe be saved there. Looks like Cellar just cleared out launch control and is going to go hide elsewhere on the map. Looks like Weapons 2 is going up at the moment. They did get Armor 1. Skite may be able to clear this. Maybe. Nope, he gets bit at the same time by both of those Skulks and gets killed. Yeah, that was a pretty nice kill though. He maybe landed a couple pistol shots there, that would have been over. And we got Neoken playing with Porn Q here, along with Mephiles just tagging back a little bit. Looks like the Marines do have Hydro currently locked down with Bainwish and Porn Q in there. Mephiles is just hanging on the wall above the door there, probably just hoping to drop down and get a couple good bites in. He only manages to get one. Maybe should have waited for them to come a little bit farther into the room. We got DC Darkling moving towards their base. They do have an OBS up, so we'll probably be seeing phase gates reasonably soon. At least if they're planning to use phase gates. Who knows? This is a big map though, so not seeing phase gates is probably more rare than you know, seeing them. Do you have Mephiles there? Oh, just come on, spike one hit. One more hit on one hit. No. Okay. Neoken, parasite him. Oh no, it's way too late. He got meted. Evil TK is taking advantage of the fact there is a glass wall there and, you know, not dying. A little too late to go bite down one hit, though. That should have been there a good 30 seconds earlier. But with two of the Marines tied up there and pretty much most of the aliens, that's definitely keeping them from taking down res at this point. Do have seven extractors down, so that's a pretty good rate, all things considered. But it doesn't seem to be enough pressure to keep the Marines from, you know, holding TAW's naturals. They definitely need to drive them out and find some way to capture a reasonable segment of the map. Got T10 there working on that RT, but with Porn Q and one hit coming in there, Seller may be able to come and take out one hit. Yeah, he is. So now all that's left is to dance around the RT, and then, yeah, that's going to go down no problem, courtesy of Seller's Phantom and DC Darkling coming in to that. Meanwhile, we got a battle going down here in Hydro. Mephiles might want to be a little bit cautious there. He is able to get out with over half health. Phase tech has been completed. Yeah, that RT is going to go down if they just go up there and sneeze on it a bit. It'll go away. T10 it's just kind of useless. He probably would have been better not engaging at all, since that is already you know, lost. Though surprisingly, they haven't just focused it down and called it good. There we go. They are going to try and it looks like maybe get a gate up and or at the very least possibly cap that to slow down TAW's ability to cap their naturals. They do finally have Plaza up. Looks like they will be trying to get launch control as well, but with one hit in there, he may just wait around and see if they drop that RT. But since TAW only has the one RT at the moment, since the one in base did get killed when OMNOM was in there desisting, it's not going so well for them. They may be able to push this off because, again, they at least were. Yeah, they are still doing a very good job on res biting. It just doesn't seem to be, as I said, quite enough to get to keep OMNOM off their doorstep. They do have a gate up there now in energy flow. So it looks like this whole chunk of the map is going to be pretty hard for TAW to get into. They may be able to take the vents in to be able to get into mono and take down the back res there. Are finally getting there. Oh, Mephiles, you better be careful there or they're going to lose their one life form at the moment. There are still, looks like, you know, 1.5, 2 minutes to fades if I can do math. OMNOM clears, or Porn Q clears out T10 there. Having the tags in different orders keeps perplexing me. I get used to reading it one way and it turns out to be the other. Looks like DC Darkling's all alone there. He's gonna try and scram. Try and get some good spits down there and maybe get a good kill, but it doesn't seem likely. Yeah, he just gets pistoled down by one hit. Okay, with that gate up now in Plaza, that's going to make it even harder for TAW to get out of their hive room and go and, you know, be effective at drawing back the Marines. Looks like gravity at some point went down, but hasn't been recapped yet. Armor 2 is being researched now. And still one more tick to one more res tick to be able to get fades. But with Bainwish up there in the hive, killing as many eggs as humanly possible, that's not so great. But here comes the giant rush of them, and did I miss Mephiles? I missed Mephiles dying. Where did he die? Dang it. Ah, man. I really wish that Lurks had the little announcement that happens here in the bottom corner of the screen. That I missed, or well, I don't remember it actually ever being there, but it would be nice if it was there, because Lurks are important too, guys. Anyway, looks like they're gonna try and see if they can pick. They're just gonna rush through. It looks like they got one. We have one skulk through. T10 is gonna go and hit some res. Well, his buddies over here try to delay that from happening. Mephile's also getting through. DC Darkling, the only one left there back at the gate. But so chipped that, yeah, Inmate's just going to sneeze on him. Fades are finally up. Cellar Phantom and Neocan both up as Fade. They're just going to blow up some mines there. There is another mine on that gate, so not the best for grinding as of yet. They are going to take down, it looks like, probably going to take down that one there in launch control. T10 ended up going over from the other side to try and poke at the gate there. It'd be better if he just goes and takes down as much res as possible, though. Then when they, then maybe they could get a good crush on one of those gates. And oh nope, shotguns are up. Fade's better run. Both under half health. Yeah, they better. Okay, they are back on. Mephile's is doing some nice red spiting. They got Inmate recapping there in launch control. They still haven't recapped Gravity for some reason. Well, that seems like that would be a better one even than launch control, just because, well, they do have this, you know, goofy triangle of phase gates that it'd be harder to get it down to gravity control than it would be to, you know, for them to just duck into launch control. But there you go. They do have plenty of res. They could do that. They have 7 RTs. It's not like they're short on res, which is part of the reason why it looks like everybody but Inmate, the recapper, has a shotgun at the moment. Oops. I should stop holding down that button. Obviously, this has been very good res-wise for Marines. The entire game, pretty much. And since that 1 minute mark there... Oh, gorge it down. Both Fades very low. Cellar Phantom is ridiculously low, but considering they're just having a little battle around the hive, it isn't good. They may clear a couple of the Marines, though, and with that hive healing, it might actually keep them alive longer. Make them lose that round of shotguns, at the very least. Okay, Inmate isn't going to push in there. Okay. Yeah, that was a pretty good clear, that they didn't lose either Fade, even though both were, at least at certain points, down to being red, or I don't know what percentage that'd be. Barely any. How about we go with barely any? Looks like Inmate will get picked off there. One hit as a shotgun again, joined by Banewish and Skye, both still on LMGs. DC Darkling is stuck in a little corner there, gonna get taken down. Probably should have retreated instead of hanging out unless he was trying to get parasites and missed. Both Fades are healed up again. It's like Porn Cube pushing in from the other side, gonna get taken down by Neocan and Cellar Phantom if they can land their swipes. There we go. Okay, they are going for weapons 3 now. With a guy on each end of the gate, that's gonna be hard for them to get past unless they like be sneaky and go back some other way. But this map is big enough that it'll be rather hard for them to do that. They still have the other gorge tunnel up, so if they could get who was it? Was it DC Darkling who was the gorge? Well, he doesn't have enough res now, but if he had enough res, it might have been clever to go and try and get a gate down in gravity, or a tunnel down in gravity. Okay, DC Darkling is free of the little phase gate triangle of death. It might have been, as I said, it might have been interesting. Okay, it looks like T10 is going to sneak through there and try and get a flank there on them. However, there are 3 other Marines. Oh, Cellar Phantom gets wasted. And so does T10. They are now out of life forms. And it looks like quite a ways from being able to get anything aside from a gorge. A single gorge. Yeah, they're just dropping eggs now. Oh, they did get the gate down. It's a little bit too late, I think. Unless they're able to magically kill all those, but yeah. Got Neocan. Where is... Oh, DC Darkling is on the base power, or on the OBS. So phase tech has been lost. But he trips over a mine, and while I was down there looking to see what he was doing, we lost Neocan as well, so there's the GG. Yeah, I'm curious what If they'd maybe done it a little bit earlier and ducked out, had DC Darkling duck out and he ate an obs, moral victory. If he ducked out and I want a glass of water. If he ducked out of fabrication and maybe gone down and put a tunnel there, regorged in gravity and put a tunnel down there, what that would have been able to do, because then they could have had an easy point to skull crush from, and it probably would have taken them, or maybe here in, what is that? Is that receiving or shipping or whatever the heck? I guess it's part of shipping, technically. Or no, so maybe it's South Corridor. I don't know. This map is kind of wonky, and I don't like it that much. Either way, maybe down in this little corner here, right here, maybe put a tunnel there, or on like the lower level here or something where it wouldn't be directly obvious. And maybe see if they could get a skull crush into the base in Drone Bay just to see what happened, maybe pull them back, waste some more time, see if they could just do something. The bird apparently agrees. But of course, with that phase gate setup, it does make it pretty hard to get anything out except for or anything out of that hive room except for maybe through this little event and then being sneaky out through that way. Probably. There might be enough stuff with the gate over here that you wouldn't be able to see it or have a clear enough shot. Let's take a quick look. Yeah, there isn't a very clear shot from over here from the gate. Yeah, you can see the vent. But if everybody's pushing up here, obviously, yeah, you could see the vent, but it might be long enough that you might be able to duck out. I don't know. That would have to be something to toy with. Grab a teammate and see what you can do, kind of thing. But yeah, not a very good start for TAW at this point. Hopefully they'll be able to get things sorted out here. I have an extra person at this point. Or no, oh, it's one hit. He's hanging out on their side for some reason. Hopefully they'll be able to get started on round 2 here. Hopefully the TAW will have better luck as Marines. Curious whether they will get the same start here as they did in the previous round, like they do currently in pregame, or if they're going to be swapping and have horizontal spawns. Obviously, with the current design of Descent, there is the issue of vents being everywhere that could lead to some pretty obnoxious base rushes. So if they do end up with horizontal spawns and TAW does not cover the vents, they may end up with a very short round 2. If they do end up with the same spawns, whether they be up in fabrication or down in Drone Bay, well then obviously that is less of an issue. They still obviously will have to, pay attention and make sure they don't have a bunch of sneaky skulks sneaking through here or something, or over here through shipping in South Corridor or whatever the heck. But we'll see. We'll have to see how OMNOM plays as Alien this time. Looks like they're almost ready to go here. Or at least potentially. What's going on? Oh no, Banewish is out of decent beer. This is terrible. The indecent beer. So we'll see how this goes on. Let's see, what time's it? Yeah, we got, I guess by about the time that this gets to you guys watching, it'll be 15 minutes-ish until Ren's cast starts as well. So if you're a fan of watching 2 streams at once, obviously I can bring up Ren26's channel and see actually what the heck game it is, rather than relying on me to remember what it was. You can check that out or check out what game it actually is supposed to be on the NSL website. I believe that is the only other game for today. So it is kind of unfortunate that we're probably going to be overlapping a bit here, but so it goes. It's only so many hours in the day, especially on a weekday when people sometimes want to go to bed early for whatever bizarre reason. And yeah, unlike Sunday where there were the bajillion games all in 4 hours, including one that wasn't casted, which surprised me. Managed to miss one. Anyway, I will check out the actual schedule for the remainder of the week, what's up so far after this round is over, because we will obviously be stuck in the lovely realm of the map switch, which always seems to make things take 3 times as long just because people have to get reorganized. Are still waiting on OMNOM to ready up. But at least everybody is still on the correct teams and not sitting in the ready room. Take a quick look here at what happened. Yeah, definitely not the greatest KD ratios for the guys on TAW. I'm curious to see how OMNOM will do against whoever it was that is the other. Let me take a freaking look. Let me just take a look. I have 15 seconds anyway. Okay, it is. Yeah, HBZ is who their week 3 game is. I'm interested to see how the OMNOM versus HBZ game would go, because that would definitely be a better way to tell how this basically what TAW's chances would be in this current match. It might not be very good at all, but they're definitely gonna give it a try here, obviously, and hopefully they can do some clever plays, and even if they're outmatched skill-wise, do something clever and get a win. Whether it be a base rush or just, being tactically smarter than whatever OMNOM is doing. Okay, we did get OMNOMs ready up there, so time for round 2 of TAW versus OMNOM. Or in 10 seconds, whatever. 5 seconds. And here we go. We are going to be starting with horizontal spawns with OMNOM over in monorail and over in launch control. We got TAW. It'll be interesting to see what they are going to do here, but it looks like they're going to abandon base, have the comm build the armory. Got 4 aliens moving up through Hydro, it looks like. They may be going over towards that vent there that I mentioned. That's the little, obnoxious base rush vent, but I would be surprised if that armory, instantaneously starts researching mines. Looks like they aren't necessarily going to be able to do that base rush, though. They are going for a shift hive, so no sneaky feet. Well, okay, yeah, there is the mines. No sneaky feet skulks going to appear. Just the normal sneakiness that is built into their design. We got Skite running into DC Darkening and T10 there in Drone Bay. Got a Drifter and Inmate up in Club. And Banewish is hanging out on the ceiling there in Plaza. No, there we go. We got 3 going through the vent. They have mines up yet. They do not have mines up yet. Corn Q is just hanging out. There we go. 3 going in. Guy in Plaza just got cleared. The guys in Hydro are out of position. Do they have enough for another chair? Okay, they are going to drop a chair there. So they better build that up really quickly and just do a relocate and waste the aliens' time. Recycling everything. So it'll be interesting to see if they get this up. Launch control is down. They do have Hydra finished. Looks like Neocan will have to hop in the chair there and get everything going. That is unfortunate that they didn't just decide on a relocate to begin with. But I guess they did have to go and secure that, and since there were aliens initially in there, they do almost have that IP up now. Banewish in there parasiting people with 1 hit around the corner, Drifter coming in from behind. Okay, team's almost all alive again. Just need to wait on the comm. Looks like Inmate may be coming in from the south. T10 is all alone down there, but he has Chip, Porn Q pretty well. It looks like he's going to go back and just bite res. Because, well, obviously you don't have to worry about getting shot at by an RT. Looks like the Skulks just really want to try and keep the Marines boxed in there. I hope they did put up some mines. No, they don't have the armory up yet. I don't know if it's wise then to leave the base completely undefended. T10 may end up being picked off by one hit unless he's watching the... Okay, he is watching the vent there. Skype gets taken down up there in fluid transfer. One hit may be next if Mephiles... Okay, he didn't take a shot at him. We're already losing the IP. Evil TK jumps out of the chair, kills him. Should get back in now. T10 versus one hit wins. Cellar Phantom, oh, come on. Just a couple more. Okay, there we go. Currently safe. They just need to get that armory up and get some mines so they could keep moving forward. They are working on the res there in energy flow, which obviously if they keep that sys chain broken, they'll also lose the one in fabrication. Haven't quite lost that one there in energy flow though, but it will be gone soon. I don't think that is possible to save. Unless they got a gorge out of nowhere. Looks like it is lurk res. They do have one hit and inmate as lurks just hatching now. Foreign Q running back to the hive. So, or well, not the hive, drone bay. Thinking of pregame there, sorry. Neoken capping gravity. They do have some PvE there in drone bay to make that more annoying. So they're going to take out the power and delete that more. Porn Q hiding up on the ceiling on the opposite side. A little bit too far to get a really good pounce there on Cellar Phantom, but may be able to get in there, and yeah, if he's distracted long enough, yep, he is able to take that down. That power should go out likely before anybody else comes in there. They got Neoken capping in launch control, and they had to redrop the harvester there in energy flow. DC Darkling may be able to go in there and go take that thing out. But I guess Skite is already in the area, so that probably wouldn't work at this point. Anyway, they do have one hit running in there to trap DC Darkling. He gets taken out there. Mephiles a little bit too late. Running up there to take a peek around the corner. Got Banewish taking down the RT there in Plaza, and it looks like Inmate will be over there in that section of the map also. Got Porn Q sneaking around on top of the little thingy, hallway gadget. Playing tag with Cellar Phantom. Just needs a couple more bullets there and Porn Q will go down. However, Banewish is coming in from the opposite flank and gets taken out by Cellar Phantom. Nice job there. So now it's just Porn Q trapped on top of the giant thing. He is able to get down and get out through the little broken window on the side. However, one hit and Inmate come over to back him up. They are going to take out Porn Q, and it looks like get a reasonable amount of chip damage on one hit, but not quite enough to take him down. Neoken is doing an awesome job there just staying alive. That or the OMNOM lurks are missing their bikes. Both lurks now both chipped significantly. If they run into a Marine that is paying attention, they may end up losing them, but it looks like they're going to make it safely back to, well, maybe not. Got Mephiles in there. Oh, and DC Darkling. No, Inmate is able to make it through. And I think one hit, well, both of them really have recovered enough that it isn't much of an issue. Looks like I got Neoken and Cellar Phantom moving down into Drone Bay. With power is out, they're going to try and take out that whip. Got Infestation being obnoxious there in Gravity, and it looks like T10 is trying to take out down here in OBS. They are doing a much better job now that they've relocated of trying to be annoying. They have taken down two Harvesters so far, but OMNOM is doing a very good job at making sure the Marine res stays down. Obviously, with that, there are only three res, or less than 2 minutes to less than 2 minutes, greater than 1-ish to fades. And the drone bay push has been cleared. They did have to rebuild the RT there or the harvester there in observation, and T10 is sneaking along and may end up being able to go through and kill that. Why do they have so many drifters? Many drifters. Anyway, we got a little push there on Hydro. They gotten down mines. Okay, they do have mines down in Hydro too, so that'll hopefully help delay that. They still haven't gotten any upgrades. They're still only on one RT, so that is obviously rather painful for TAW at this point. did just take down the RT there in flow control, but Pornq is gonna. Oh no, DC Darkling's got this. He's still alive somehow, so hopefully he can try and take down. Oh no, with inmate coming in as well, that's probably not gonna bode too well, but maybe he can take down another skulk. Now he's gonna put out a valiant effort, but get taken down. Cellar Phantom's in the little room there on the side and is gonna take a peek as everybody flies through. I don't know if he got spotted or not. He's doing a good job hiding, if not. Yeah, I think he didn't get spotted. Skite might see him. I don't know there. Well, now he definitely knows they're there. Okay, fades are up. Pornq is a fade. See if anybody else goes fade or if they're going to save and go to Onos. We got one hit and Banewish moving into Hydro now. They are going to try and take down the mines. Cellar Phantom respawning, getting taken down by Banewish. DC Darkling, next one up. Maybe gonna take him. See if he can do this again. One hit is down to about half health. If whoever the next spawner or spawners are get enough good hits, well, maybe not now. They did take down the Skulk there. If they get enough good hits, they could do some damage to the lurks. But with 4 now back in base, we got T10 over there being obnoxious in flow control. I'm wondering if those drifters are accidentally paired up or if it's actually on purpose, because it's kind of silly looking. However, we got a whole bunch of people coming in there to make sure that flow control actually stays up. We got a two here, Mephiles and Neoken, both with shotguns, hanging out in water, whatever that is. Water treatment. Okay, I was not misremembering. Anyway, they probably need to get another set of mines up if they can afford it. Yeah, which they're doing. Making sure that if anybody comes in there, it will be to their disadvantage. Got T10 taking a few shots there at Skite, who is the other fade. And Drone Bay just was claimed, so they start pushing into that direction. That did seem like it was likely going to happen there, just given the fact that they were PvEing up that room. May still be able to go in and kill that harvester there if one hit misses enough bites. He is going to go down to about half health, but Skite is right around the corner. They may end up taking down that RT. We have a bunch of alien pressure there. We got Skite and Event, waiting to see if somebody's going to come around that corner, most likely. Or just staying out of the way. Runs directly over mine. We got 4 aliens in there. Looks like inmate's going to get out with very low health. They're going to just try and kill that IP that was not welded. Evil TK is going to hop out of the chair to try and delay people, but it looks like unless they are able to... there are enough Marines either dead or out of position that that's probably not going to be working too well. T10 gets taken down almost immediately. They're going to lose that other IP, and since there is nobody in the chair, they cannot drop another chair again. Looks like there's Neoken finally showing up. He and Mephiles are the only ones still on the map. Takes down Banewish. Fabrication has been claimed. Oh no, now the only one left. Mephiles, it all depends on you. Where the heck are you? Oh, nope, he gets taken down. So that is 2 for OMNOM. Okay, so we will be changing to Vale, unless I am misremembering. Yes, we are going to Vale. Huzzah! And in 8 minutes-ish, or give or take, there will be another game starting. Let me find it. It is a week 2 game, I think. Yes, it is 2 hours later versus Radical. Ren 26 will be casting. If you do multi-Twitch, feel free to go there. If you decide you hate me, I guess you can go watch Ren instead. I probably won't notice. Anyway, we'll be starting to see how this goes. It may... If OMNOM's momentum keeps up, they're just going to keep winning. This will end up being another 4-0 for Port TAW. But Vale could be won or lost there. It's a pretty interesting ways. If they're able to really just ace these initial engagements, TAW may have a chance at actually taking this one. Or if they are just really harsh on res and just play everything right. We'll see how it goes, though. Again, I like seeing 2-2s, and at this point, I think TAW really should get around at some point. I'll have to take a look and see who their next match is against, see if they whether whether things will look better for them in a week or whatnot. But we'll see. I'll also have to see here if they're going to keep rosters or if anybody is going to be swapped in or out. A quick alt tab here, take a look at their week 4 game. Oh, looks like they have week 4 off. Yeah, they don't get to play again until week 6, it looks like, if I'm reading it right. So they will have plenty of TAW will have plenty of time to go and hopefully do a bunch of scrims, review all their past streams and see what's going on, figure out if they what they can do to improve, because it's never fun losing your initial games, but it could just be they had some bad pairings the first few games here, and maybe they'll do better in the last weeks of the season that they get to play in. So let's take a look there. It looks like all of TAW has appeared. Looks like the same group, so no changes there. Looks like OMNOM will keep the same roster as well, so nothing too strange going on. Yeah, the Hydro, as I'm looking at chat here, yeah, it might have been better if they had decided on relocating the Hydro just as an initial play. I mean, just because that does have that stupid vent that is incredibly obnoxious, and they did not have the mines up in base in time. They either needed to have somebody hang back so they could get some mines up, or maybe I've seen it a few times where they have somebody else start in the chair so that the comm can get the initial starting 20 res. Maybe do something like that. Have somebody else start in the chair, drop the 2 initial RTs in the armory, and then get the heck out. Let the comm go back to being a comm and be able to drop his own damn mines. Get a welder too, I think, if I am remembering the math correctly. And then they might have been able to hold in launch control. However, that vent did pose a bit of a problem there, and they probably should have been expecting it, but too late now. Either they really need to make sure to have the mines up before they left the base undefended, or done an initial Hydro relocate and be able to save that res from that chair, and not have to be behind and not get upgrades. Because I mean, though, relocating to Hydro, it is a very good positional room. It means that you potentially don't need phase gates, or at least you don't need them until much later. But it's not good to lose that res from the chair, because that keeps you from being able to get any upgrades, and then you just get steamrolled by the aliens, who didn't even need to get to OMNOS. So we'll see how TAW does on this map, since it is, a more standard play, or a map that is more usually played. So hopefully they have a better handle on it, and we'll be able to put out a very good fight here. Since it does seem like they like Gorge, I wouldn't be surprised if we see, at least combine that with the fact that Gorge tunnels to Nano are very common. We'll probably see that. It'll be interesting to see what they do, whether we see early arcs, or if OMNOM just bum rushes Nano and is able to take it, or what. We shall see. Since everybody is in the server at the moment, it is just waiting on ready ups from both teams. They're just having fun with the fact that there is no damage at the moment. Okay, we got one ready up. As I said, if you are not a fan of descent vents or have any other changes suggested for that map, I believe, as I said, I believe KMG is the one that is making a mod of that. You can check the NSL or NS2 forums for his thread, and it looks like we are going to be going live here in 10 seconds. Ish, given the fact that 1 second is pretty long. Oh, Neoken is not killed in the pregame. Oh, we got a subsector start. We got DC Darkling going Gorge there, back in the back corner. Looks like we got 3 moving up towards Skylights, 1 going, Cellar going through the vent, Neoken and T10 moving up. Skite and Banewish being the ones there up in Skylights. They don't have the RT built, nor the power node. Mines have been started, which is pretty typical. We got 1 hit in Porn Q over there. He's already chipped Mephiles pretty well. It looks like DC Darkling will be in Nano in a moment. Still 3 here. Still 3 Skulks alive here in Skylights, just holding the Marines there. However, with 1 hit and Porn Q pushing forward now into the towards East Junction, Mephiles is the only one there. And though there is 1 parasite, it maybe would have been better if they called back one of the Marines or one of the aliens from the west side of the map. No, they aren't even going to try it. They aren't going to try it. And that was good on Mephiles' part for not getting picked. DC Darkling is sitting there gorging up Nanogrid. Cellar Phantom gets out of there with some ridiculously low amount of health. Looks like they did. Did they lose 1 Skulk there? Yeah, it looks like they did. Looks like Neoken got picked. Did he? Yes. Did get a kill though. So with C12 now capped, along with they're finally getting Skylights up, along with putting a mine on the vent there to be annoying. It's like we got 3 Skulks here waiting to pounce on Banewish and Inmate, though perhaps T10 shouldn't have parasited there. Neoken hiding behind a box. Both Skulks parasited. He's gonna run around the pillar and waste time. Very chipped. If he moves, he's just gonna die. Or they can miss. They can do that too. Anyway, with the 1 mine taking out 1 Skulk, looks like T10 is going to try and get that RT down, but sees Inmate coming, courtesy of the Parasite. Gets the heck out. Got that whip there to be obnoxious on the way into the system. It looks like Cellar may be having some weird internet stuff. Yep. So I just saw him jerk along the screen. We got Skite in 1 hit down in Cargo, wasting time there. They are getting early phase gates. So it looks like they probably will try and take East Junction, I am assuming. Looks like they do have the whole, like, east side of the map. Unless, no wait, they might be going for a cargo gate to prevent that RT from ever falling into the terrible alien claws, since they don't really have hands. Looks like they're just going to have a little bit of a duel there, not get the RT repaired. Topo is almost down. They need to send somebody up there ASAP. I hope that does not stay there with 5% or whatever. 9%, sorry. Hope that does not stay there with 9% for the entire game. Got a little bit of combat going down here in just outside of Nano. We got Cellar Phantom, a little bit chipped, but regenning. Porn Q just parasited, and that's about it. Maybe got a med pack there after bite or something. Anyway, looks like they are going to try and get a gate up there in east as well. The one down in Cargo is also up, and 1 hit and Banewish are going to move forward. Oh, I just missed something cool. Anyway, they're doing a shift hive, it looks like. So, looks like C12 is going to be taken out, potentially. They're going to take out Porn Q. Hopefully 1 person goes into frickin' Topo and takes that out. Yeah, go, Mephiles, go. Alright. It's like the Crag there is off the infestation for some reason. Got 1 hit down there in the hive along with Banewish. Neoken is being obnoxious, parasiting them, trying to get out through the vents. DC Darkling back through the tunnel, try and spit Banewish to death. Couple more hits there. Come on, Gorgie, you can do it. Or Evil TK can take him out now. It's just 1 hit, who was already on his pistol, being chased by Evil TK, who is probably gonna takes him out there with very little health to spare. Gets the heck out. That Crag finally got back on the infestation, but it's down. Porn Q had jumped over the clog wall or gone in through the other doorway. And is doomed. They got the power primed in east, so whenever they decide to get that gate up, they can. Looks like they had to recap down there in pipe, and the one, yes, good. Topo is cleared. Let's see how we got here. They're doing a good job on res biting so far, making sure that the Marines don't get more than 3-ish extractors. Weapons 1 has been started. They already had shotguns for some reason. Not that there are any on the field yet. Okay, there is one on the field yet. One hit has one. Mephiles is up as a lurk. You better get the heck out of... Oh, really? Really, Mephiles? I just found you as a lurk and you're already dying. That isn't cool. Looks like that was a little bit late on the lurk, too. So that was a whoops. Obviously, with the fact that they changed how, changed the biomass requirements for lurk egg, you can't just drop one of those anymore when your lurk screws up. It's just they do only seem to have one lurk, at least near as I can tell. They are just going to have to hold out for that remaining 7 res and just hope that they do a good job when fades come out. So rather than taking these engagements, they just need to be taking down all that res. They need to be going and making sure pipeline is never alive. Looks like Skylight still is not recapped. Topo has been. Still fighting in these hallways. T10 is just making sure everybody's still parasited. They are going to get the gate up in east. But with 4 Marines over here, they could go down and take out the cargo gate. I don't know if they know that the cargo gate is there, though. I mean, they may have suspicions, but I haven't seen anybody down there yet. They are assisting down there, though. Okay, they are getting Neocan and Cellar Phantom heading down there along with, oh, looks like four people heading down there, so they are going to make sure that gate goes away. Lots of mines. They got one hit coming out there with a shotgun, who may still go down. Oh, no, mines. Gotta watch those mines. Got Porn Q pushing into Hydro, takes down the Hydra. He's already there in the back corner. They don't even really need to arc at this point, unless, especially with the other 3 coming in as well. They're just going to take Nano. That's just going to be that. With no lurks on the field, it's going to be hard. And they're still, what, minute-ish away from fades. They're going to try another push in cargo to try and clear that, because obviously if they're going to lose Nano, they have to pick up the res everywhere else. They do have one more mine there, and so hopefully nobody steps on that. They're going to just chomp that gate into oblivion. They got one hit running down there with a shotgun, but Cellar Phantom's going to delay them. Porn Q also coming in a little bit too late to save the gate. Neoken and who was that? That was T10. Now it's Mephiles and Neoken. There is still one shotgun down there on the floor. Porn Q will probably pick that up. He does. So 2 shotguns going back into cargo. One of them gets taken in again. Now it's just Porn Q and an extra shotgun. DC Darkling up there in the vent. Looks like Porn Q is able to clear that. They are going to have DC Darkling getting chased by one hit, and DC Darkling is going to be able to run around that corner. They have assisted in cargo, but with one hit there down in the south part of Y Junction-ish, that isn't going to be so well. They do have a little battle going on here in Overlook. But of course, that's a really obnoxious room that no matter... it just never stays capped. Oh, whoa, Neoken went fade, but died somewhere. I missed it. Looks like right there. That looks like a fade. I didn't even get to see him up as a fade yet. Well, we got Armor 1 going. This is not looking too good for TAW. Not at all. They are getting a gate in system. They moved the gate to Nano, which can be kind of questionable, because now this whole chunk of the map, if they're able to just use the vent there, without that cargo gate, they could just go through the vent and take out the whole right side of the map. If TAW realizes this and takes advantage of it, they could take down all the res, except for, you know, Nano, and just be annoying as heck. But they might not. What percent is that at? That's at 88% built. Yeah, they just wiped all the skulks. I don't know whether we'll see another fade here or what. Cat packs have been started along with going for weapons too. They are just going to push into the hive. They could have enough there. They could drop another hive just for kicks. Delay this a little bit more. But not now that they did the egg drop. They're just gonna go through and get completely annihilated here. Especially since that gate is up, it has been mines dropped on it. So we'll just see how this goes for the rest of them. I mean, they were doing pretty good up until they lost Nano, and then just that Marine res just took off. Yeah, they're just gonna GG. They don't have enough res to really do anything, and it's probably a bit too late. They might have been able to drop that hive and pipe and keep playing, but I think but it seems like the Marines kind of ran away with it. OMNOM definitely did a good job making sure that, you know, they just trounced the right word. They made sure that that TAW was not going to be the victor there. I think that if they hadn't lost Mephiles and... Oh gosh, who was it? Was it Neoken as the other Fade? If they hadn't lost Neoken and Mephiles, they might have had a much better chance, especially if Mephiles had not died so early. I mean, both of those life forms were before I even, like, saw them really in the map. Because I apparently was not watching the little sidebar thing, which I will try to do a better job of doing, apparently. But, you know, I was looking at something else, and then all of a sudden, hey, wait, there's a dead lurk, or, you know, the Fade has died, and it's like, wait, what? I mean, you gotta make sure not to flash those life forms for obvious reasons, because that, I mean, they didn't get wiped or anything from those initial engagements. They were looking reasonably okay. I mean, yeah, they were probably playing a bit more defensively and not, you know, winning the engagements or whatever, but they were having reasonable res biting. They had skylights and topo down. It might have ended up in their favor if they'd been able to keep the life forms up. So I don't know whether they were just YOLOing or what. As unfortunately, I did not catch those. Or rather, I caught Mephiles right as he was about to die. And yeah, they might have been able to use that vent there, right, to get out and hit more res and pull people back. Or even cut all the way around and go hit in their base just to be obnoxious, just as a last effort there. Maybe drop a hive, drop pipeline hive, and then have all the skulks rush base and try and take out the obs, maybe. Or the gate, one of those. So I don't think they had any spawners at that particular instant when the gate was going up in sub, but I'd have to go back and look at the VOD, which obviously I can't do while I'm casting because that would be silly. Relocate Nano. So we'll see how they do on this last round. Hopefully, courtesy of that descent round, TAW is able to keep a better, you know, be able to make sure that they're preventing a base rush, since OMNOM has made it clear that they are on the lookout for base rushes and will do them if the opportunity arises. It's always very silly to end up with aliens up in control. That means that somebody messed up. That means that somebody messed up. But we got ready up from both teams, so we're going to get going on this last round of OMNOM versus TAW here in just a few seconds. No, or not. Just kidding. Seedux is also back in the game for whatever bizarre reason. Don't know who the heck that is. As I'm not a rep, I think this should be something that Danshu takes care of. One of your fans. Yeah. But yeah, OMNOM has proven so far that this is, they got this under control. They got this under control, and it's If it's like the other rounds, they should have no problems here. It's just TAW needs to get their act together a little bit more and make sure to, not do stupid things for this last round. They may, if they play it right, maybe they can be the ones, killing life forms and taking things over. And it looks like we're gonna have the same start. We're gonna have OMNOM down in subsector. We'll see how this goes. They are also going to go with Porn Q as a gorge. Looks like we may have an even split here, two going topo, two going sky. Two drifters scouting out along the base. They are going like instantaneously shift hive. So they can get enzyme. So that's already there. Meanwhile, TAW's got 3 there in topo, 1 in the vent, creeping along, which would be Mephiles. They're gonna meet each other right at that corner. Inmate down. So it's 1 hit versus Mephiles there in the vent. The other 2 skulks on the opposite side are being relatively conservative and not rushing in. They're probably set up to pounce a little bit. 1 hit is going to back off into east and towards Nano. Banewish is very chipped. I don't know, DC Darkling, come on, dude. Okay, he's able to take that down. And they win that engagement on the right side of the map, or on the left side of the map, which is always a good thing. They have a rifle butt. Oh, was that a rifle butt kill? That's always fun. Anyway, we got Cellar Phantom and Neocan hanging out there in the east while Mephiles puts up C12, but Inmate is being really sneaky up around the little C shape there in C12. And he may win this engagement here and take out Mephiles, or he may get... Oh, almost. That's almost built, so Cellar Phantom should be able to go back and finish building that if he's headed in that direction. Cellar Phantom is having internet issues again, it looks like. 219, yeah. Anyway, we got a big battle going on in system waypointing. Skite cleans that up. Inmate is really chipped. They're going to be able to finish up that RT there in C12. I do have a Crag there already in Nanogrid, and they're just, messing with the clogs there. Got Inmate hanging out in the vent and 1 hit coming around the corner. They're probably going to end up pinching Mephiles. That is the one bad thing about that vent is, well, you kind of are trapped and you kind of can only go a couple places. They got Porn Q coming up to be obnoxious as well. 1 hit might have, I don't know, Mephiles, that you're kind of closing the distance there. A little bit too much, maybe. Got a drifter on the other side, too. A gorge and a vent. Okay. 1 skulk down. Mephiles is able to file out the other side of the vent. Probably doesn't want to go back in there. We got DC Darkling about to be taken down by Skite and Banewish. We got Cellar Phantom and Neocan moving in towards cargo. Weapons 1 going up. Armor 1 already up. Oh, come on. You could get the gorge. Come on, Mephiles. You guys need to get some good lifeform kills. Wow, okay. So they got that down, finally. No, however, it is lurk time. They got 1 hit up, and they got Inmate going lurk as well. They're going to go push at the skylight side of things, or at least 1 hit is. They're able to clear Skite, and then hopefully... Come on, TAW, you guys can do it. They're going to chase 1 hit into the vent. Meanwhile, down here in cargo, they're going to clear out that RT. Got Porn Q chipped again. He's going to go back over to C12 and try and work on that a little bit. Mephiles is going to run over there and probably try and clear him. I got T10 and DC Darkling moving down into Overlook, which is a very obnoxious room, of course. But both lurks are moving into cargo. They aren't going to be able to get that power up. Cellar Phantom's going to go down. Neocan will be next, unless he really scares those lurks. I don't know. Oh, yeah, good job, Neocan. Gets Inmate down. He might... Oh, yes, Neocan. Good job, dude. He got both of those lurks. That was a really bad overcommit for OMNOM, losing both of those lurks. Oh, man, guys. TAW, you guys might have this. I don't know. Keep that up. Keep up that momentum. They're going to lose Pipe RT, though. Mephiles clearing out the cyst there in C12. Going to go down there and not be in time to save that RT, but... Looks like his Banewish going to go through and go towards C12. Oh, yeah. They're going to meet up there right at that little junction there in the neck. He's going to go fight around that obnoxious C shape again. It looks like they are going to get that RT up in cargo. Mephiles clears this. This is a much better round for TAW, quite obviously. Yeah, they've only there's only been one extractor taken down. That's really good for them, but and 2 harvesters. They are able. Okay, now it's 2 and 2. OBS has been completed. Phase Tech next. We'll see if they go for a cargo gate or an east gate or what. Got inmate hanging out there, watching Mephiles from a distance. Looks like going to be backed up by Skite. Do, however, have also combat going on up here. Porn Q in the vent with very little health. 2 skulks on the RT there as well. Neocan moving out into the dome. Cellar Phantom back in that vent. Oh, he's able to win that vent engagement. Well, at least the first skulk. Let's take another look here. 4 extractors down. Okay, they're starting to lose that. Marines are doing a lot better on res, and they're doing very well on kills this round. That is for sure. He might get Skite. Oh, come on, run up to the corner and pistol him. Get him! Get him! Yeah, okay, there you go. We are gonna looks like maybe nope. Cellar Phantom's got to try and take down those skulks before they take down the power, but it looks like they're only gonna get down to about half. Yep, 51. That's half, close enough. It's like they are gonna cap Overlook. They have capped Overlook and are gonna move down towards Subsector. Maybe pick at some upgrades or just generally be obnoxious. Try and pick off the respawners. It is 2 res to fade, so a minute-ish, or well, a little less. Half a minute? Something like that. Whatever. Anyway, we got a skulk going in here towards the RT in cargo. They did drop a gate there. However, it has not been touched at all, which is wise until that skulk is dead. Take that down. Both DC Darkling and T10 are both still alive here. Got the comm out of the chair. One hit Banewish and Skite all trying to take down the Marines there. It's now 3 Marines. DC Darkling almost staying alive, but not enough time to get meds. They just get swarmed and cleared. However, that means all the skulks are now starting off back in Subsector. So Cellar Phantom's going to go clear that C12 harvester, and though Porn Q is working on the extractor there in Overlook, obviously with the natural cap there, it'll take them a while to be able to get that res back up. However, aliens are still out on 4 RTs, so it's not like they're doing too bad, especially since they have nano still. They have sisted into east, and that power is primed, so basically if they want to get an east gate, which they should probably do, they're in a fairly good position. They should probably try and just lock that down and get that whole side of the map and keep it locked down, get the arcs, etc. We'll see if they do that or not. At the moment we got DC Darkling going through a vent. Got Cellar Phantom moving down to go take out that RT again. Do have a shade there. I wonder if that means they're going to try and get that pipeline hive. Obviously, with become very obvious that there is a shade somewhere. How long it takes them to find it will be questionable. Oh, he almost bumped into it. Almost. Anyway, Banewish is going to go after that C12 RT. Building up the one in Skylights again. We do have fades up. Skite is one of the fades. We got Porn Q up as a lurk again. Again? No, he wasn't one of the lurks. He just did that instead. He was the Gorge, wasn't he? Anyway, he's up as a lurk. They start to attack that gate there, but Neokin was across the room, which was obviously a very good place to be tactics-wise. However, there's now a Lurk, a Skulk, and a Fade on that gate, so that gate is going to get melted. It's like they're trying to recycle it to get some of it back, but it's way too late. They need to move and try and get that. They are able to take the Gorge Tunnel down there in Nano, so that's good. They didn't even need the arcs for that. So if they're able to hold out in there in Nano, they could take those 2 RTs, and it won't matter that they just dropped the cargo hive. They were able to also clear pipeline, it looks like, so hopefully they are able to get that up and trade the cargo RT for nanogrid instead, which obviously is a lot harder for the aliens to clear than it is for the Marines to clear, since, you know, aliens kind of don't have arcs. Cellar Phantom running in from the side there gets swarmed by the Fade and 2 Skulks. But both the Skulks now are relatively chipped, and Neokin's out there with a shotgun. They're gonna get a gate up in Nano. Now those clogs might actually end up hurting the aliens more than helping them at this point. So TAW may want to keep those up if they are thinking about it. Looks like we're gonna have another push towards Nano. Gonna chase Porn Cube Wreck out. They do, however, have a lot of infestation all over the map, as you can see. Let's go back to RTs. 9 extractors down, 7 harvesters, which of course is a very good number for Marines to have. Hopefully they're going to pop back out there and go take care of recapping the rest of the map. That RT is not built, and Neoken is probably going to drop his shotguns. Hopefully he cycles. I think there's another one up there, so hopefully he will cycle that. Porn Q under half. DC Darkling getting chipped by those spikes though. T-Town a little bit too far back to help, though he also has an LMG. Porn Q not going to be too aggressive with that lurk yet. Obviously, he's just going to wait and delay until Skite is able to come in there and be obnoxious and kill it. And the Nano is now currently unguarded, but since they have that gate in there, hopefully the spawners will come in very quickly. They have another lurk up. Inmate is re-lurked. Porn Q almost out, but they're going to lose that Nano gate. That's rather unfortunate. They should have. They don't have mines, so they couldn't have put mines up. They're gonna. Oh, they better turn around and take out Skite there. But Inmate may go down. Inmate is down again. They are doing a very good job at killing those lurks. But that power is down to 4%. Whoops. Didn't want to click that, but hit spacebar by accident. Whoops. Anyway, looks like they are. Oh, come on. That's at 4%, guys. Banewish, what are you doing? That thing's blinking like crazy and making all kinds of hideous amounts of noise. You should know. Oh, they lost the other lurk. I got over there just as right after it died. As I said, TAW is doing an awesome job at clearing lurks this round. Now they just need to take out Skite. Looks like probably one hit will be saving for Onos potentially, or maybe a second fade. Since he has 30 res at this second. Banewish, what are you doing? Why haven't you taken out the power? Why haven't you taken out the power? My god, Banewish. Come on, really? Anyway, it looks like DC Darkling's going to go down there and desist Pipeline. I would imagine they probably have guessed that the cargo hive does exist. It has been completed and is going to become a crag hive. Okay, that power's been restored. They never did lose that other RT. They're going to get that gate back up with 3 shotguns in there and whatever the heck Neoken has. Neoken is also a shotgun, so they're pretty good. Look at this res biting that went on and all that res killing, etc. 11 extractors down at 12 minutes. That is not bad at all. They're just going to get that other RT up. They're going to get armor 2. Fade just cleared, who was it? DC Darkling down there, but that RT, I don't know. I think it'll probably be saved at something ridiculously low. It's like they're going to have a bunch of skulks go in for base at this point, but Mephiles is going to see them coming and be backed up by DC Darkling. They are going to lose that RT there. Oh, there's Banewish. So Banewish, I've missed Banewish's res apparently. Somehow. Okay, so they're going to beacon back, get everybody alive again, scare the Onos off. They do not have Onos upgrades, so if they're able to... somebody having... Oh gosh, one hit is having issues with his internet this time. That's pretty bad. That's worse than mine, and I'm on the opposite side of the planet practically. DC Darkling gets way too separated from his teammates, and ends up going down. Everybody is, well, 2 dead now, 3 shotguns back in other parts of the map. They may want to beacon this again. However, since they do not have Onos upgrades, they may be able to take down Banewish if he plays it wrong. Yeah, they gotta get that beacon so get everybody alive again. DC Darkling, very low health, ends up getting taken down, but Inmate is taken down after killing DC Darkling. One hit is down there on the RT in C12. The aliens have pretty much come back and taken every other part of the map, which is the proper response to having Marines down in Nano. However, if they lose Banewish, they will be... OMNOM will be in a bit of a bad position, because obviously it'll be a little bit before they are able to get a new Onos. They are going to go and push into Nanogrid again, go after that gate immediately. It's like, but Neocan is still in there, so if he takes out Porn Q, the gate goes down. Banewish is not hurt at all, really. They're good to go. They also don't have lurk upgrades, but that makes sense because all their lurks got melted. They need TAW needs to group up and just take out Banewish and just melt his face off. Got Mephiles recapping. They do have yeah, okay, cat packs and weapons 3. There we go. That's how they should be dealing with that Ono. So it looks like T10 was hiding in the vent there to wait and see if anybody came by. Who came by? A Fade. Do have a whip in there too that I guess is gonna be smacking that harvester instead of having Skite do it. He's able to get a couple of good shots there on well, a couple of sort of okay shots on Skite, not enough to cause too much damage. Take down the skull, goes back in the vent, cuts through to go and clear out C12 again. Meanwhile, on the other side, we got Banewish under half health. However, Mephiles is not going to be able to clear him. If he keeps going, yeah, okay, Onos. Make up your mind. Are you going to be risky, or are you going to... Okay, they're just going to take out that RT. Cellar Phantom out. Cat packs up. DC Darkling heading over in that direction. He just has an LMG though, but he's going to keep Banewish chipped, which means that the Onos cannot push base. Yeah, he can keep taking down Skylight's RT, but... Okay, DC Darkling coming up with a shotgun too. Or did he just pick that up? I'm forgetting now. Anyway, Mephiles moving into C12 again. So they're pretty much... The aliens have pretty much everything, and... Yeah. TAW needs to figure out what the heck their plan is. DC Darkling reloading over there. They got a neck gate. They snuck people over there, so they're just gonna go down. I don't know, there isn't anything there though, guys. What's the point of a neck gate if there's no hive? So, but again, maybe they should have gone for an east gate. That's the normal gate that's used to being seen. Banewish is just gonna come in there from the other side, which will pull Neocant and T10, the only ones in that area, back. Oh, who was that? That was Mephiles coming in from the other side. Gonna chase the life forms out except for Banewish, who just, you know, tramples them. Weapons 3 has been completed. They're just gonna go... Onos is just gonna trundle along here. Because obviously, yeah, that kinda... That's where they got back Nano finally. Lurk upgrades finally started since PornQ is back to being a lurk. So they will have Umbra very shortly here since they do have the 4 required biomass. They still do not have Onos upgrades, so... Oh, if they could get somebody in there, they could take out Banewish. They have weapons 3, they could take out Banewish. But there's no Marine on that side of the field, so he gets to go back and heal. How unfortunate for TAW. Saying about getting some shotguns back there, it looks like. PornQ just hanging out in the hallway. TAW is definitely having a much better game this round, but it doesn't seem to be quite enough. Banewish is, you know, still at about half. Oh, PornQ might get melted. Maybe. Maybe. Come on. Melt him. Get that lurk. Get that fade. Come on, guys. Get the Onos. Banewish is under half again. Down to that last little bar, down at 32%. They all retreat. However, power is down in Topo. Have DC Darkling holding off the left side of the map. One hit being obnoxious. One hit does have enough res now to go Ono, so even if they lose Banewish, it'll not be a huge problem. And Skite has enough to refade. They are going to go, it looks like, for jetpacks, which I think it would probably be better to not have that and just frickin' use cat packs and just hunt that Onos. Lurks now do have Umbra, which would be inmate re-lurking as well. Let's see here. Looks like they aren't going to drop the third hive there just to be annoying quite yet. They have plenty as it is. Banewish running in to fight Mephiles and Neocan. Going under half health. T10 still in the vent. But apparently not going to go out. He's going to go and just take a couple shots, but Skite comes in from the other side of the vent and... Well, he gets Skite down to half health, but... Misclick. Where was one hit? He do something silly on the other side of the map or something? I don't think he was involved in that engagement. Anyway, they just cleared Overlook again. And are going to go... Okay, there's the pipeline hive. Anyway, they got a zillion lurks. Or was that his misclick? Oh, that was his misclick. Was a zillion lurks. Whoops. Well, so much for that, Rez. Well, it's now very important for Banewish to stay alive, but with 3 Umbra lurks, I think that is not going to be a problem here. I don't know, maybe they could take down a couple more lurks. They like killing lurks. Come on, guys. Drifter's almost down. Sneeze on the Drifter and that'll go away. Drifter down.
Command station under attack.
The arms lab has been taken down as well, so now they're just incredibly squishy, and this is probably going to be the end of it. Since everybody is dead, except for Mephiles, who is now re-dead. DC Darkling now is dead again. My legs. Yep, all that's left is the chair. So that was definitely a much better game for TAW. However, OMNOM was able to take that back. They had some very good lurk kills there. They melted those lurks down in cargo at the very beginning and were good about taking down the lurks when they reappeared later on. Definitely a very good last round for TAW, as I said, and definitely a good show from OMNOM for just rolling through everything and being getting the 4-0 victory there. So anyway, definitely, as I said, good for TAW. Hopefully they are able to take that momentum and apply it to whatever next rounds they now have. Well, for I guess week 6, if I was reading that chart right. But yeah, they definitely seem to know their Marine Veil, except for, as I said, it might have been better to... I don't know why they went for the net gate. They should have gone for an east gate, I believe, perhaps, and seen if they could have gotten arcs or something at some point. I do find it interesting that neither I mean, I guess it looked like OMNOM was at first going to start with the east gate, and then they didn't, if I'm remembering rounds right. Whatever. It's entirely possible they might not have been able to hold that gate anyway, and they just decided against it. I'm talking TAW here rather than OMNOM. It's all melting together. Either way, cargo gate instead of east gate is weird to me. But hey, it worked out pretty well. They were able to take down some lurks, and there you go. Hopefully they all have some good games in the future, and thank you guys for watching. I'm assuming that Ren's cast is still going, so you guys probably want to hop over to Ren26's channel and go see what the heck's going on there. It is 2 hours later versus Radical, as I said, so we'll see how they're playing there. I believe that is that a week 2 match? That is a week 2 match, I think. Maybe it's week 3. Whatever. Is it? Let's see. Week 2? Yeah, that is a week 2 match. So head over there. That's same maps. Div 2. Yeah, I think that definitely that round could have ended differently for TAW. But too late now. As I said, thank you for watching, everyone. Head over to Ren's channel, go watch him cast. And I'll see you guys whenever the heck I next cast game. Go check the NSL site for the full schedule and see what else is up this week. I believe we got I think we have one tomorrow and another one on Thursday or something like that. I don't currently have them marked down on my calendar. Yeah, 1 tomorrow, 2 on Wednesday, 2 on Saturday so far. Go look at the NSL site for actual times relative to your time zone, etc. So, see you guys later.